Imagine this, it's Friday night and the restaurant is packed. You wait 30 minutes for a table, pay $60 for dinner, and watch servers rush past an overloaded kitchen. A few weeks later, you drive by and see one word on the door: closed. You might think the restaurant could not have been doing that well, but it may have been busy right up to the end. So where did all that money go? And how can more customers actually push a restaurant closer to failure? The answer is hidden in the difference between looking successful and being profitable. A restaurant does not sell only food. One meal also has to help pay for labor, rent, equipment, electricity, cleaning, insurance, payment processing, and risk. The customer sees one bill. The business sees everyone who must be paid from it. Imagine your table spends $100. You might think the restaurant just made $100. But according to 2024 operating data collected from more than 900 U.S. restaurants, full-service respondents had median food and non-alcoholic beverage costs equal to 32% of sales. Labor, including wages and employee benefits, took another 36.5%. Occupancy took about 5.7%. That means more than $74 can already be spoken for before utilities, insurance, repairs, cleaning supplies, software, marketing, card fees, and other expenses. After everything, median pre-tax income for full-service respondents was only 2.8% of sales. On a $100 check, that is roughly $2.80 left before taxes. Every restaurant is different. This is an illustration using industry medians. Not a universal formula, but it explains the contradiction. The supplier gets paid for the ingredients. Employees prepare and serve the meal. The landlord provides the location. Utilities keep the refrigerators cold. Other companies process payments and support the operation. The customer benefits from having all of that organized into one convenient experience. The restaurant carries the risk that the meal's price may not cover the entire system. And this is where being busy can become dangerous. Suppose a restaurant sells a $15 chicken dinner. Customers love it. It is generous, affordable, and becomes the most ordered item on the menu. That sounds like success, but what if the ingredients cost more than expected? What if the portion is too large? The dish takes a long time to prepare, and the restaurant is also offering a discount. After food and direct labor, almost nothing may remain to help pay rent and overhead. The restaurant may even lose money on the order. You might think the solution is to sell more of it, but the system actually works the other way. If the economics of one order are broken, selling 100 creates a larger problem than selling 10. Volume does not repair a bad margin, it multiplies it. That is why a bestseller is not automatically the restaurant's best product. Menu engineering considers two separate things: how often an item sells, and how much it contributes after direct costs. An expensive entree may bring in more revenue, but use costly ingredients and more kitchen time. A beverage, appetizer, or simpler dish may sell for less, but leave more money to support the business. Two restaurants can each report $10,000 in sales and finish the night with very different results. The better question is not only how much did we sell, it is what did we sell and what was left. Now add delivery apps. For the customer, delivery is simple. Open an app, place an order, and food arrives at the door. For the restaurant, that order passes through another business system. DoorDash currently lists U.S. delivery submissions of 15% for Basic, 25% for Plus, and 30% for Premier for eligible restaurant partners. Those commissions support services including marketplace access, delivery logistics, customer support, and payment processing. Imagine a $40 order under a 25% plan. $10 goes to the platform before the restaurant pays for ingredients, kitchen labor, packaging, rent, and other overhead. You might think that order is simply $40 in extra business, but the restaurant does not keep the same share from every sales channel. The app earns a commission for reach and logistics. The customer receives convenience. The restaurant gains another order, but must make sure the smaller amount left is still worth preparing. Delivery can be useful. The problem begins when more orders create more kitchen activity but not enough contribution. Then there is the illusion of a packed weekend. Customers often visit on Friday night, Saturday night, holidays, or special events, the exact moments when the parking lot is full. They do not see the same restaurant on a slow Tuesday afternoon. You might think a crowded Saturday proves the business is healthy, But one strong evening has to help pay for the entire week. Rent and insurance continue during empty hours. Refrigerators stay on. Preparation and cleaning still happen. A restaurant can be overwhelmed for 6 hours and underused for the rest of the week. The crowd is real. It is just not the complete financial picture. Here is another surprise. Being busy can create costs of its own. A rush may require extra workers, longer shifts, or overtime. The kitchen makes more mistakes. Orders are remade. Customers receive refunds, discounts, or complimentary meals. Exhausted employees may deliver worse service. Then there are losses customers never see. A cook adds a little too much meat to every plate. Prepared ingredients go unsold. Inventory is overordered and spoils. A few dollars disappear here and a few more there. That sounds minor until you remember how little may remain from each sales dollar. Labor shows how quickly the numbers can change. Among full-service restaurants in the same 2024 survey, businesses reporting a pre-tax profit had median labor costs of 34.2% of sales. Those reporting a loss had median labor costs of 42.9%. Labor alone does not determine survival, but a difference of several percentage points can consume a thin margin. Now consider pricing. You might think low prices and a line out the door are the perfect formula. But sometimes the line exists because the restaurant is offering a deal it cannot sustainably afford. The customer receives a large meal at a low price. The business absorbs rising food, wage, insurance, energy, and repair costs. Raise prices and some customers may leave. Keep prices too low and the restaurant may continue selling meals that cannot support the operation. In the National Restaurant Association's 2026 industry report, 42% of operators said their restaurants were not profitable in 2025. Demand can exist at the same time as serious financial pressure. A restaurant can be liked, busy, and still fragile. And even profit does not tell the whole story. Imagine the restaurant had a strong weekend. Card sales are recorded, and the books may show a small profit. But payroll is due Friday. Rent and suppliers need payment. Then a refrigerator fails, and thousands of dollars in food are at risk. You might think a profitable business should have cash available. But accounting profit and available cash are not the same thing. Timing matters. A restaurant can generate sales and still run out of cash before its next strong weekend. That is why a business may close even though customers remember it as popular. The problem was not necessarily a lack of demand. Money may have arrived too slowly, left too quickly, or provided no reserve for the next emergency. So why do restaurants fail even when they are busy? Because busyness measures activity, not financial health. A full dining room proves people want the food or the experience. It does not prove prices are high enough, the menu mix is profitable, labor is efficient, waste is controlled, delivery orders make sense, or enough cash remains after every bill. The customer sees dinner. The restaurant must finance the entire system behind it. Restaurants do not survive simply by serving more people. They survive by turning each order into enough contribution to support the people, equipment, space, and risk required to serve the next one. So the next time you see a packed restaurant, remember, the crowd tells you the place is popular. Only the numbers can tell you whether it will still be open next year. Subscribe for more clear explanations of how everyday businesses make money, why things cost what they do, and how familiar industries work behind the scenes.